Very good evening, my dear friends. Please look at this great star. Today's topic is about this. I'll explain more about it now. Good evening, friends. Please look at the star we have right now in my friend's office. So thank you for listening to this today's message. Today, December 20th, 2021. The topic I want to talk about is importance of this star. And the star means, I mean, in generally in star means we call it sun service. We call it a star. So importance of the sun and the star. I mean, sun, the star for the contribution of the world peace and the sustainability of global people and global citizens. So first of all, we all know that the current government system is run based on the public debt. I mean, the money printed by the central banks like Federal Reserve, or in India we see RBI, Reserve Bank of India, or if you look at the Europe, we have a European Central Bank, ECB. However, there is a bigger, more important thing we must consider while running a good governance. It is the star, our sun. It's our home star. It's a part of our home world. It's a very much part of our home. In fact, it is the sustainer and driver of our home, Earth. So it is more than just a fellow citizen. It is a leader. It is a leader in leadership. The example of best leadership, because we all travel inside the ship of this leader only. We are all part of the solar system family. So this should be the government standard. Because the government run based on a public debt is not a right government. It shows the incompetence of the government. The government our Lincoln has told, the government should be for the people, by the people, of the people. Similarly, the government should be for the public, by the public, of the public. Because people means only we can call it as humans. But public means we call it as all living beings. Maybe general public means we can call it as all living beings. In fact, our type of government we have is a republic only. Rule of public, republic. So in this view, we can call sun as also as a living being. Okay, well, it's not a non-living being. It's not someone outside our home. It's not an alien. It's a very much integral part of our home. It's a biggest supporter, biggest provider for our home. Not only for home Earth, but for our second home Mars, for solar system in general. So sun is also a part of public. So instead of running a government based on a public debt, let's run a government based on a public sustainability. The sun has got a enormous, infinite, unlimited, inexhaustible, unchanging sustainability power. So it can provide for us. It has capability, competence. It has structure. It has everything. It has influence over the entire universe. So to provide a better living, a better life, a better livelihood for all the citizens, for all the residents of the earth, and our home world in general. Yet we ignore this sun, and we depend on public debt. That public debt is not as asset, real asset. It is a liability. We are creating debt in the name of our children and future generation. We are in fact, if we analyze deeply, we are cheating our children. If we cheat our children, then imagine how our children will see. They will treat us. They'll see us as wrong precursors. They will see us as not as role models, but they will see us as the cheaters or fraudsters. So this is one thing. It will happen. Another thing means they will become bigger cheaters than us. So we are setting a bad example and role model if we are running a government based on not only government or governance. Government means we can say it is some government institution outside our home. But governance means everything. I mean, if I'm standing right now, I'm standing in my office, my friend's office. Where we stand, what we do, we can call it as a governance. So governance should be based on a public sustainability. That should be the capital or fundamental or basic for good governance, because the purpose of government itself, it's as per the Declaration of Independence, is to secure the life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. And who is the competent enough to secure the life, liberty, pursuit of happiness of everyone? Who is the provider? The one who birthed us is the first person we must look for the help. The birth person is already the sun. I mean, the sun is the star. The birth person is already capable. If the birth parent is not capable, or if the birth parent is left to the child, or the birth parent is orphaned the child, then we can look for help, for outside help. from any guardian, for any friend circle or family circle, or from the outside government, or from nation or world also. The birth parent itself is very much capable, and the birth parent has an infinite capacity and unlimited resources to run our world peace. Then there is and that the help is coming freely without any liabilities. It's coming free forever. Not only free, but free forever. So such a great personality we all got. We must think ourselves as lucky and blessed to have such great parent, or maybe at least if we cannot call it as a son as a parent, at least we can call it as a friend. See, we can call anyone as a friend. We can even call a dog as a friend. So but anyway, dog's lifespan is only 12 years average lifespan according to my friends I heard. But the son's lifespan is maybe already the lifespan is 4.5 billion years has crossed. More 4 billions the sun has got power. So next 4 billion years we can plan. So the sun is the most certain living being that is capable and competent to achieve the Millennium Development Goals, MDG, as envisioned by our ancestors in year 2000. So the first goal of the Millennium Development Goal itself is no poverty. Poverty alleviation. So the poverty alleviation, the sun holds the key. Already it's performing well in poverty alleviation. First of all, our earth has no light. It's also poverty only. It doesn't have a power of light within itself to give it to its citizens. So sun gives that earth doesn't have energy to rotate itself. The sun gives it. The earth doesn't have enough security services to secure itself from bigger living beings and bigger predatory living beings outside the earth. The sun provides security services free. So if there is a government, every government we need 3 branches: legislative, executive, judiciary. So these 3 branches of government already sun is giving freely. The sunlight services, energy services, and security services. Security and safeguarding. So if you look at the Declaration of Independence 1776 USA, it clearly states that the only sole purpose of government is to secure the life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, LLPH. Already sun is performing well, performing very freely, and it's competent and capable, and it has got strong hands. Then why our government or our fellow citizens are not educated about this, and why are not educating about this to fellow citizens? See, first of all, only the friendship, the friendship of sun is permanent. Everyone needs a friendship. Of course, everyone needs a good relationship. The one thing, in my opinion, if anyone asks, what is the number one thing we all need? In my opinion, personal opinion, of course, we need a good friendship or relationship. Right now, I'm standing on the earth. So the earth provides an opportunity, a platform for me to stand. So only if I'm there, it's providing, I'm able to speak. If there's no one giving space means how can I? Similarly, see, the one who treats us as a friend, we may not at the minimum we should respect them as a living being. We may not repay them anything. We cannot repay sun with great wealth. Okay, if you look at the Superman 3 movie in 1987, the Superman will catch all nuclear weapons from the earth and throw it on the sun. Sun will burn it. Similarly, if we give money to the sun, for like the government is asking taxes now. Similarly, if you pay taxes, the money is going to burn away. The sun is a friend who does dealing only by compassion. Like cryptocurrency, we can call it as compassionate currency. Everyone talks about cryptocurrency. I don't know, even in Tamil Nadu, the state which is not very popular in digital currency also, here a minister called Thangamani, he has invested in cryptocurrency. The news came day before yesterday, and this is talk of the state for last 2-3 days. However, no one is talking about compassionate currency. See, first of all, digital currency itself came maybe after birth of software, maybe 30-40 years ago. But compassionate currency came since the beginning of the universe, when the Big Bang 13 billion years ago, when the universe was started. That is maybe that we can call it as starting point of the compassionate currency. So sun does business, the services all based on compassionate currency only. Anyone who is a true friend or a true devotee or a true follower of a sun, we must encourage others to do services based on compassionate currency. This is a better government standard. We can educate and enlighten and request everyone to consider in their everyday life. Because see, what to say, we need we need not, if we cannot give extraordinary services to our future generation or children, at least we should ensure that whatever the previous generation or ancestors gave to future generations, that should be safely passed without any loot or any fraud taking cutting those services. That is the minimum we can do, because our ancestors, our predecessors already did that. So our generation only becoming a failed generation or uncompassionate generation. Maybe still the story is not yet over. We still have got time to prove that we are a capable generation. We are a compassionate generation. We are a generation that put selflessness as first priority, not the selfishness. We are a generation with more eco-friendly policies, not ego-friendly policies. So we are the generation, we consider that our entire solar system family as our own family, and as our brothers and sisters, and we must treat each other with same respect or same justice, or at least as a fellow citizen or a better friend. So these are all we must consider. Okay, but it is possible only if we take sun as a role model, because sun is the source of everything. The world, the home we live in rotates around the sun. Sun is the center of it. Okay, wow. So if we have a deep faith or a deep optimism or deep friendship or love with the sun, only we can carry forward the legacy of solar system family. So for this, we need to understand the properties and structure and its general idea, characteristics of the sun. So, however, see, we have already there are a lot of institutions working for based on sun. For example, if you look at in my home state Tamil Nadu, we have ruling party which has the electoral symbol of sun, rising sun. We also have our state's number one billionaire, Mr. Kalanidhi Maran. His organization name is also Sun TV, Sun Group. Okay, so sun is there are a lot of people already did many experiments based on sun. So there are a lot of role models we already have. We can take the good from them. We can also encourage others to improve the existing models. So sun is the most visible. No one can hide the sun, even if there is a cloudy climate. We still know the sun is this side, because there will be a big light coming this side. The sun is one thing that evildoers cannot cover it up. I have seen the movie Moon, M-U-N-E, 2016 movie, I think. That movie, they'll be covering the sun. Similarly, we cannot cover the sun. Okay, no evildoer cover, because sun is so strong and so powerful so that its blessings and its services cannot be stopped that too easily. So anyone who wants to do good for others, they can take sun as their best friend and ask sun, and we can build our services around the sun. So already you may ask me, we need a role model to do that. Already Earth is doing that. See, already Earth is rotating around the sun. Already Earth is collaborating and working on a great partnership with the sun. So Earth itself, Earth's the number one best friend. BFF is sun. Sun's also best friend. Maybe one of the best friend is Earth. So for understanding the government relationship, we need to understand the relationship between the Earth and sun, because both are the most influential citizens in our lives. So this is how the idea of good governance works. So today, thank you for listening to my long speech. Maybe a little boring, but anyway, hope you got my points, important points if in this speech about the sun, star and the sun in the service of the fellow citizens and fellow planetaries. So please give me your feedback or any suggestions to improve our services, so that we can find a long-term solution for our world sustainability using the star named sun. So in this time I want to also remind you the Star Trek movie created by Jenny Roddenberry. So that movie has been very inspirational for me among the Hollywood movies. Until the Marvel came, it was my favorite movie, Star Trek. After that, Marvel introduced multi-universes. So multi-universe is also my favorite. So thank you. I'll talk to you another day. Time is over for me. 15 minutes only we can speak. Thank you, Papa. Take care. Thank you.